Yes, indeed. Winter is here. We're right back on the Seth Williams Show with Mike Jaselka, live on Facebook, YouTube, Odyssey. Check out Odyssey. Sign up for Odyssey. And we have a little bit of a thing there. If you sign up $5 a month or whatever, you get behind the scenes stuff. I posted yesterday a video of the first time that I tried pineapple. First time ever I was on the Trib Show. And it was the first time I tried pineapple. And actually, Mike, you were there. I don't know if you remember it. It was at a Codes for Kids event. And what you said actually after I ate it was really, really funny. Not surprising, but it was really, really funny. So if you want to see that, sign up for the show on Odyssey, get the behind the scenes stuff, and you can see stuff that I am posting all the time there.
Nice.
So, I just got a message on my phone. It says, my case was successful. Here's your $12,809.23 for my Camp Lejeune verdict payout. Now, somehow I don't think that that's actually what really happened.
No.
I don't know anybody that lived in Camp Lejeune. I've never lived in Camp Lejeune. I get calls about it and texts about it every day, but this is the first time that I got a message saying, if I just click this link that they provided for me, I will get my $12,000 for my Camp Lejeune settlement. Should I click the link?
No. God, no, you know better than that. Have you gotten
I don't
one?
think anything's going to happen.
Yeah, they want your information.
No.
Yes.
All right, come on. I'm going to go.
Here's the thing I can't figure out too. How come when you go someplace on Google, then you get that little pop-up that the place you went to wants to know your location and it says block or allow? If it didn't know your location, how did that message get there?
Yeah.
It makes no sense at all.
These things actually literally know everything that you do, these cell phones. I mean, literally everything that you do.
Oh, please.
Every time I talk about something, I get an ad for it. We started using StreamYard for this broadcast, and now I get ads on Facebook all the time for StreamYard. I mean, it's unbelievable what they do.
Yep.
Yeah, Scott says it's tempting. Yes, it's very tempting to click on the links. I got an email the other day to the show email that Seth and Mike at Outlook.com. If you want to send us an email, Seth and A&D Mike at Outlook.com. And it was from some sort of person that was captured in Nigeria or something, and they needed money to get out, but they said I would get my money back plus triple what I sent them if I send them the money. And they wanted like, I don't know, it was 15,000 pounds or 150,000 pounds. I don't know what it was, but it was in pounds. And then I get my money back triple if I just click on the link and send them the money.
The latest scam that I've been getting is people that are people are posing as friends of mine that want to contact me on Facebook. And the first message they send is, have you gotten contacted by the U.S. Department of whatever? Your name's on a list. They're giving out grants and loans to people. They never have to be repaid. And all you have to do is contact a representative and get your money.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's all you got to do. I mean, when we're done with the show tonight, I'm going to go ahead and click on a Camp Lejeune text just to see what I got. I'll check my account in the morning.
Fair enough.
I'm going to use the business account, though, for that, just to make sure. Mayor Bill says Big Brother is watching us. Yes.
Yeah.
The only people that Big Brother is not watching is Hunter Biden. That didn't happen. Twitter and Facebook, apparently we're not watching Hunter Biden. Either was the FBI, as we're finding out.
Okay.
Or maybe they were watching, but they didn't care.
And has anybody looked into why, after he left the White House? No, never mind. I don't want to go tit for tat. We'll deal with that.
This is what I don't like about when you start talking about stuff, Mike. And don't take offense to this. I'm just going to be real here. There's nobody that brought up anybody else's name other than Hunter Biden. Because the story right now is that Hunter Biden's laptop was taken off of Twitter and you couldn't talk about it on Twitter. That's the story that's happening right now. That's the big thing that's happening right now. Has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Where you were going with that, that's where you were going. And everybody knows that you were going in that direction. I know that you were going in that direction. You stopped yourself for whatever reason. That's fine.
Because I didn't do that.
Is the FBI and Twitter were hiding the fact that Hunter Biden had this laptop where he's having sex with hookers, doing cocaine. His dad was involved in all this, and big tech and the government, the FBI is part of the government, suppressed the information and didn't do it, especially around election time, which could have swayed the election. So don't change the subject to what Donald Trump did. We all know he had sex with other people and he said mean things. We know it. We know he put out stupid trading cards. We get it. That wasn't the story that I was bringing up.
And it wasn't where I was going either.
Hunter Biden.
That's not where I was going either.
Your quote was, after he left the White House, no, forget it. I'm not going to go tit for tat. That was what you said. We weren't talking about anybody that left the White House. Because we were talking about Hunter Biden.
And it wasn't.
That's what we were talking about.
And I said I wasn't going to go that way because that's not the right way to have a discussion that leads to answers. You're absolutely right. And that's why I stopped. And that's why I didn't do that. And that's why I'm staying focused.
You could text
and speaking of being focused, while we were in the commercial break, I went and got a file that I had.
Yeah.
And according to the October report of the Congressional Budget Office, the U.S. federal budget will make outlays reaching $5,872 billion in 2023. And the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis estimates that the U.S. economy, still growing, was estimated to have reached $25.66 trillion in current dollars. And at least to date, aid to Ukraine had a negligible impact on both the federal spending and the U.S. economy. In other words, $45 billion is a drop in the bucket, and we can afford to help Ukraine for all the reasons that we need to.
Again, send your money there. That's fine. Send your money to wherever you want to send it. I choose not to send my money there. So don't take my money. Don't take my tax dollars. I should be able to allocate where I want my money to go. If I'm going to have a job, and I'm going to allocate my tax dollars to go somewhere, I'd like to go to the roads here in Cleveland. I'd like to go to the roads across the country because I do travel every now and then. I'd like it to go to the people that are on the streets that are homeless here, including our veterans. I would like to go to certain things here in America. I would like to even go towards people with disabilities because you know what? I'm now one of those people that needs kind of help sometimes. And so I would like our money to go towards America and not towards another country. I'm not over there, and I don't really care what's happening over there right now. I feel bad for those people. I don't want it to happen, and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is our tax dollars, my money, I want allocated towards America. You should be able to sign up and have your money somewhere you want. If you want your dollars from your job, whatever you do, to go to Ukraine, then go ahead. I should be able to sign up and get mine wherever I want to go. Randy says, I lived in San Diego. If you like lettuce, avocados, grapes, tomatoes, oranges, if we get rid of the Mexicans, who will go out and pick it? We can't get Americans to work regular jobs. I beg to differ. I'm sure we can.
But nobody gets to tell the IRS or the federal government where to spend their money.
Well, maybe that's what we should be doing. Maybe we should change things. Maybe things need to change because I don't think $45 billion of my tax dollars want to go to the Ukraine.
How are we going to change things? If conservatives blame liberals and liberals blame conservatives, when the fact that nobody gets to direct where their tax money goes isn't a policy of either side.
Hey guys, there's corruption on both sides. Let's be honest and fair here. I agree there's corruption on both sides. I've never said there wasn't corruption on both sides. But when we bring up one story, it's not to change it to the other side. That's what I don't like about what people, I'm not going to just call out liberals here. I'm going to call it everybody. When somebody brings up a story, you don't just bring up the other person because it's going to make your argument better. You need to focus on the story at hand. The story at hand is Hunter Biden, the laptop, his dad being involved in shady business practices, which he was, and that being covered up by a big portion of our government, the FBI and big tech. And not Donald Trump. The story is not Donald Trump, had nothing to do with Donald Trump. The story is Hunter Biden. Agreed. So that's why yes, there's corruption on both sides, no doubt. I've never said that Donald Trump was a saint. I said that I would vote for him because I want the border stuff taken care of. I want this country to be taken care of before any other country. And I think that his platform leans towards that. Did I say he was a nice guy? No, he's probably a scumbag. But I don't care. The story was Hunter Biden, not Donald Trump. Yes, there's corruption on both sides. I get it. But send our military. Send out military. We're supposed to have the strongest military anywhere. Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Well, the other benefits to why we really need to keep supporting Ukraine come from the fact that you made a simple statement that is true. Like, this is the strongest, greatest country in the world, and we lead the world. But
I didn't say that. I said the opposite. I said we're not anymore. I said that we used to be. I said we're not anymore.
And the way you fix that is to reunite NATO, keep NATO involved in what collectively we're doing. We're actually fighting a proxy war with Russia right now. The Russian soldiers are dying. Ours aren't. Ukraine is paying a heavy price. We're not. We don't have boots on the ground, but Putin is starting to have his country grow a little bit tired of his games and annex. We have gotten NATO back in line. Our leadership is being respected. All we're doing is putting out systems and keeping our allies greater and showing that we can be relied on and depended on. And we're keeping us out of an actual World War III.
We're not keeping us out of anything. We're spending the money. You don't think we're irritating Putin by spending the money and sending over defense systems and everything else that we're doing?
Absolutely.
We're irritating the guy
about it. He's committed his soldiers, and they're dying and deserting.
And so are Ukrainians. You need to either get in there and stop it altogether, or end your involvement in it. I don't want to spend another 20 years over there like we did with Afghanistan and everything else. We just need to get out of it. We aren't the world police. Again, if we want to be the greatest country in the world, let's focus on getting our country back to the way that it was. Be number one in education. Be number one in defense. Be number one protecting our own borders. Do those things. Get our country back in order. Get our veterans off the streets. And maybe then we can get involved in other people's affairs. But right now, we're not doing anything to improve our own country.
You don't think we have a moral and ethical obligation to all the other free countries in the world?
No, I don't think that we have a moral and ethical obligation. Well, come on. Are you kidding me? Nobody. Who's helping us? When Hurricane Katrina hit, we talked about it on the show. We looked it up. Japan sent us some tents to put up so people could sleep in them. Where's the money when we need help? Where's the money coming from other countries when one of the worst hurricanes ever, according to global warming people, ran through Florida and displaced millions of people? Nobody sent over tons of money to help us. It wasn't foreign aid pouring in. We have to take care of ourselves. Sometimes it's up to the other people in the free world to take care of themselves. We don't need to be the world's police. If Putin was going wild and crazy and trying to take over the world, then maybe you have to step in. But right now, we need to take care of ourselves.
This was step one.
Scott says, find a clip from the show Newsroom where Jeff Daniels says we are not the greatest nation anymore. We were, and we could be again. That's a great clip.
That's an amazing clip.
But that is what I'm saying now. The problem is if we play that kind of stuff, then we'll get banned from all these social media sites because they don't like us playing stuff.
No, that is incredible. And on all kinds of things. And what he said, that what was important was morality and ethics. I thought that was,
morality and ethics, but yet we are going to be a country that kills a lot of children because of abortion. So if you want to talk about morality and ethics, again, let's start taking care of our own morality and ethics. Abortion, let's get, again, our own homeless off the streets and start being a little bit more productive that way.
America should be able to walk and chew gum at the same time.
But apparently we can't, so let's get it back in order. So that's why we elect representatives to decide such matters. Unfortunately, most of them are crooks. Asked Veselka why it's okay to drop $100 billion on protecting Ukraine border, but Trump couldn't spend $5 billion on our own border. We can't protect our own border. We're letting people in. It's like a sieve down there. People are just walking in from wherever, going across whatever they want to go across, and it's okay. But we're protecting other people. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
Okay.
Again, you can call into the show by just clicking on the link that I have provided and just follow the instructions, and you'll be on the show. I'll put it up there again if you want to join in. I didn't mean. I'm not trying to get all heated here and trying.
No, it's all right.
I don't understand this thinking that we have to take care of Ukraine. Again, I feel bad for the people. I'm not saying anything bad about Ukrainian people. I'm saying that we don't take care of our own, we don't protect our own borders, and yet we are worried about another country. I'm tired of worrying about somebody else.
You can't live with your head in the sand.